Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage and welcome back to episode 9 of Europa Universalis 4 as Castile. Before I start, I would like to say a very big thank you to my Patreon supporter Vincent DePaz for sponsoring this video with his generous donation. Once again Vincent, thank you very much. It really does make a huge deal of difference to being able to keep the channel going. So what are we up to now? Well, I think what we need to do with Castile really is not to try and really bother with too much stuff in Europe until we've got a little bit bigger. Ideally we want to sort of integrate Aragon and Naples if we can get that far before we start looking at attacking the likes of France and possibly England. I see that Burgundy has actually become really large now. They are blobbing out. I'm surprised there is not a coalition against them at the moment. They're allied with Brittany and Holland. They still control Flanders and Brabant, but yeah, I'm quite surprised that they've not been attacked more. I mean, they may be. Am I still enemies with them? I am not. I can have another rival, which is either going to be Portugal or Aragon. I'd sooner it be neither at the moment. So we could continue going to war with North Africa, which we probably will, but at the same time, we don't really want to take too much, because the issue is most of these provinces have increased coring costs because of the Berber traditions. So we don't want to spend too many of our admin points. We actually want to get our admin tech up to the next tech as quickly as possible, because we want to try and pick up exploration so that we can start colonizing. Because we're Castile, we're going to be Spain. That's what we need to do. So we need to keep our eye on these rebel factions. We've got all of our guys in place here. We're 556, which isn't great, but I think we're going to focus on admin now, because I think admin is where we're going to start falling behind. So let's go ahead and do that. We're already behind on admin anyway, so we really need to do that. We've got some corruption. It's 0.2, so that's going to go away soon. We'll stop spending money on that, which will be brilliant. Our legitimacy is not bad, but could be better. We could go ahead and insult a rival. That will put us up to 50, which is good because it'll temporarily give us some additional points. Not many, but we'll get some additional monarch points by doing that. So Moroccan separatists, Granadan separatists, yeah, we'll turn this up when we need to. We're trying to recover some manpower as well at the moment, because we are really behind on that. Now, normally the first thing I'd do in a game of EU4, the first idea group that I get, I'd normally try and get some sort of military idea, because it's always better to be stronger in battle. But considering most of the fighting we're probably going to be doing is against Morocco and Tlemcen, it probably isn't worth taking that straight away. So we will hold fire on that one. We do have positive stability, we are making some money. Fair enough, we don't have the armies at full maintenance, but we are trying to recover a little bit here. This army is nearly back at full. You've still got that mercenary in there, haven't you, from last time? Let's go ahead and get rid of him, we don't need him in there. Lose 10 prestige, or the nobility lose 5 loyalty, and we get disorder giving us 2 national unrest. Well, I guess we're going to take the prestige hit. This is the thing that I noticed when I played Castile the first time around. It was the first game I ever played. I did all of the tutorials, and then it was like, well, we recommend playing this tutorial game as Castile, which is what I did. So the very first game of this I ever played, and bear in mind this was only like 3 or 4 expansion packs in, so it was well before Art of War and anything like that. I think it was even like pre-El Dorado when I first started playing this. And it just felt so harsh playing as Castile, because I kept getting loads and loads of events that were knocking my stability down. The tutorials teach you the importance of having good stability, so every time my stability got down I was buying it back up and never had any admin points. But even in this game, constantly getting negative events which kill my prestige or kill my legitimacy or knock stability down. Castile really does have a pretty harsh start in this game. So how are we doing in terms of our truces? Our truce with you is like forever away. We've lost a general, unfortunately. Our truce with... We have no truce with you. Right, what is my mission? What is your quest? Have prestige of at least 50. Let's go ahead and cancel that mission for now, because we're not going to get our prestige. We've just lost a load. Now, I would like to go ahead and get some claims in here. We've already got a claim on Tangiers. Let's go ahead and get some extra claims where we can. You'll notice that Portugal's got a lot of claims down here as well. But we definitely want to try and get some claims on provinces. That's all we're going to be able to get claims on, because it's the only thing that we border. We do want to sort of go and attack Iran at some point. I might actually go and start building a spy network over here. Now, they are allied with Tunis, which is not too much of a problem. We don't want to be attacking Tunis directly because they're allied with the Ottomans, but dealing with them on their own shouldn't be too bad. So I do intend to try and take a fair bit of the Mediterranean if I can. These increased coring costs are literally all throughout North Africa, so it's a complete pain in the hoop. But we'll deal with it as best we can. I've just also noticed, missed the flag there, that we're at 90% for rebels to spawn. Hopefully they're not going to spawn in the provinces that I'm standing in. And hopefully they're not going to spawn this month. Give chance to my morale to recover. So we've got some Grenadian separatists and Moroccan separatists. Are my missionaries actually making any progress? You are making some, and you are... So they are both making progress, albeit slowly. We also need to get Granada done as well. Managed to get through another month there. So we're still making money, even at full maintenance. Austria declaring war on people. That's fine. So are they going to pop this month? They have. They've popped down here, and we can probably... Is there a river crossing between these two? Straits of Gibraltar and Gibraltar. Garb and Fez. Ceuta. Narrow Strait. Yep, so we can safely get in here and attack. Again, we're not quite at full morale, but I'd like to go and take them out if possible. Oh, and also that's the one where we're missing a leader, which is unfortunate. I hadn't realised that's where our leader had died. However, we did still win the fight, so we'll recover there. Again, we lose some more manpower. We do probably want to get another ruler, but I don't think we need to worry about that too much. Although the Sunni zealots are probably going to pop over here, to be honest. Because this is where we're doing the conversions. There is some coring done. That is fantastic. See, corruption was actually going up slightly because of the overextension, but that should go down now. So we could go ahead and make this into a state if we wanted, but it doesn't seem worthwhile. It looks like we're going to lose money. Ah, no, this one. Yes, we can do that. So let's go ahead and do that then. Now, we will have to core that. 104. It's a bit more than I wanted to pay, but we need to get this money where we can. And Enrique has died. Felipe is the new heir to the throne. And Morocco has announced us as their rival. Fair enough. But I can't rival you yet, can I? Or can I? Yes, I can rival Morocco again. Good. What just happened there? Why did we just get another stability drop? That was weird. Some strange stuff going on here. We've got a looming disaster again now. Spain must be Christian. Continue the Reconquista. That gives us CBs on Tangiers and Iran. Manpower needs to recover. You almost never hit that. Spain must be Christian. Castile. All no owned provinces in the Iberian region, not in the Christian group. We can do that one because we need to convert Granada, although we can't do it at the moment because we don't have positive stability. Royal marriage offer from Aragon. Let's go ahead and accept that. We've still got the possibility that Sunni zealots may fire. We've actually lost both of our generals now. So we do need to get some. You're terrible. You're a lot better, to be honest. I'm guessing the Sunni zealots are probably going to be the ones that spawn over here where we are trying to convert. So let's go ahead and put you in there. So yeah, we can't actually finish our conversion at the moment. Yeah, we could go ahead and core Fez if we wanted, but we're not going to do that for now. We want to wait until things have recovered a little bit here, actually. Yeah, this looming disaster might well be a big problem. So it's going to progress by 4% each month because of our stability is less than 1. I think that basically means we just have to bump our stability up. Now it's going to go up by +3 each month. One of the following must be true. Currently in a disaster is not part of a less personal union. It's because our ruler has ruled for less than 60 months. So it looks like one way or another we are going to have this civil war, whether we want it or not. Which is very annoying because all of this is once again going to slow down our ability to actually gain some admin power. And the longer it takes us to get admin power, the higher the institution cost is going to be. You're already at 18%. Luckily, it is going to spread quite quickly, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. What do we have over here? Gain 2 mercantilism, lose some legitimacy. Sure, we'll take some mercantilism. We'll probably need that. So we really need to keep our eye on this looming disaster, because it is almost certainly going to fire. We're still down on manpower, which is not good at all. So that rebel faction is probably going to pop any time now. Any time now. Any time. We're going to go ahead and getting these claims over here. Let's go and start by getting the one on Tlemcen itself, because we can get a mission that gives us a claim on Iran. And it would be nice to also take Uda so we can sort of connect everything up. But I would really, really like the ability to regain some admin power and some manpower at this point. That would be fantastic. What I will do if we do end up in civil war is I will give military access to Aragon and Portugal, and they may well come in and help. We'll also consider turning on the forts once it gets to about, I don't know, 80% or something like that. I wish this thing would just hurry up and fire, actually. What's its percentage chance of happening? Actually, it looks like it could happen in Gibraltar or Almeria. So let's just go ahead and stand you in Granada, because then you're sort of equidistant to both of them. It doesn't really matter which side it happens. We should be able to get to it before they can siege it out. So we're losing our status as a great power, which is unfortunate because we can't really expand at the moment. It's a bit problematic. I don't think we're going to have too many problems down here in... That was our queen dying. So now we're in a regency council until the heir comes of age. We're not having a lot of luck here. So this looming disaster is still going to loom. Because now the regency council has... I mean, I guess we just need to get through this. We need it to fire, really. Estates demand control of provinces. That is the clergy. Let's go ahead and give you... which province do we still need to convert, actually? Is it Granada? It is Granada. We need to do these ones as well, but Let's go ahead and consider that for a moment. Do we want to give you Granada? It's got a lot of development, but it would make it a lot easier for us to be able to convert it. In fact, we can actually convert Granada now, and that is our mission. So let's go ahead and get those guys working on it. Berger's gained some loyalty. A great advisor has died. That's unfortunate. It's our Diplo guy. Well, unfortunately, we're going to have to take the rather useless spy network construction guy, because he's the only level 1 guy there is. Now, we still need to wait and see if that rebel faction is going to fire. Might as well allow this guy to continue building up on Morocco, that's fine. Try and keep our relationships topped off with other people where we can, particularly Portugal. Portugal are attacking Scotland. So they've actually gone into a war with on England's side against Scotland. And winning quite heavily with the look of things. Although France is sieging out England's territory on the mainland, so not too sure which way that's going to go. It's a pretty even war at the moment. So let's go over here and take out these Sunni Zealots. Again, it's a little bit unfortunate that we're going to take a manpower hit, but we got a river crossing penalty and a terrain penalty there. Hopefully we don't lose too many men in the battle. And hopefully we can get our armies fully recovered and regain some manpower. We lost 4,033 men. Which is annoying because we only have 2,000 manpower, so it's going to take a little bit of time to recover that. We've got no rebel factions at all at the moment, so I think we're going to go ahead and bring this other army back up from North Africa. Because we're definitely going to need that to deal with the disaster. Currently it's 68%. We are no longer a great power. We can invest in the next technology, which is a Diplotech. It does give us some trade efficiency, so we might as well take it. So let's go ahead and do that. Trade League of Venice has disbanded because there's not enough members after the knights left. Venice still seems fairly strong. Not too much else going on in the world that we can see. Sweden hasn't got their independence yet. Lithuania is still in a partnership under Poland. So everything else looks pretty much how you would expect it to at this point. So yeah, we're just keeping our eye on this disaster. 80% now. And it's going to go up by +3 per month. How much are we making? Just about enough to toggle the forts on for a little while. We might just about recover our armies up to full strength before this war pops. It's annoying, but it's just one of those RNG events that always seems to end up happening. There's not really a lot you can do about it. So maybe we wait until we get into the new year. So that'll be, what, 86, 89% for December, 91% for January. So yeah, we'll wait until we get into January. We'll turn all of the forts on. The Civil War is due to start in April, so that gives 3 months for... In fact, let's go ahead and turn them on now. Give them some time to actually recover. I'm not convinced we need this one on, so let's go ahead and turn that off. But we'll keep these 3 on. I don't know whether or not we will get anything spawned down there. But we'll certainly keep our eye on that. Hopefully we'll be able to deal with any rebels that spawn. We're up to +200 with Portugal. Is that capped improved relations? No, we're up to 85. Disputed succession of Holland. So we're expecting this to happen in April. I'm going to bring you back from Portugal. I am going to offer military access to Aragon. And I am going to offer military access to Portugal. And the reason for doing that is the AI is a little bit silly when it comes to enemy troops. Basically, anything that's flagged as an enemy, any army that is flagged as an enemy army, the AI will try and attack. And rebels are always flagged as an enemy army. So the AI will usually try and attack a rebel army if it's big enough to defeat them, and if it can get to them easily. So by me going ahead and giving this access to Aragon and Portugal, hopefully if we get any rebel armies, they will march over and come and deal with them. But I think it's a good place to end this video here. We will save the looming disaster, which is not so much looming, it's more imminent. We will save that for the next video. So once again, a very big thank you to my Patreon supporter, Vincent DePaz, for sponsoring this video with his donation. I really, really do appreciate it. I hope the rest of you guys are still enjoying EU4 as Castile. I will see you on the next video, and until then, goodbye for now.